Hello, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here to give you another tutorial on DRC. For today's tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to make 3 sounds from the song I Feel For You by Chaka Khan. This song was actually written by Prince, but definitely immortalized by the great Chaka Khan. So let's get right into it. And we're gonna start with a bass that sounds like this. Okay, I have this glue compressor here, but it's only just basically I have big attack, low short release. The idea is just to bring out some of those transients and make it a little bit more pumpy. But let's bring back the default patch. Okay, and first thing we're going to do is drop an octave on the second oscillator and then detune it. I'm gonna first go here to the amplifier and raise second oscillator to maximum. And I'll detune it 0.96. After that, I raise sub oscillator and raise 1 octave. Okay, and everything's okay. 800 on pre-gain. Now let's go to the filter. Envelope generator 2 amount. This is the amount of this envelope generator controlling the cutoff through time. Let's raise it to maximum. Now drop the cutoff frequency to 178. And raise resonance to 136. Okay. Now let's go to the first envelope generator. This one controls the amplitude of the sound in time. And we got 0 attack, maximum decay, sustain at 0.56, almost 0. As you can see, the sound goes fast to maximum and then takes this time to decay to the value of the sustain. And release to 110. Okay. Now the second envelope generator is the one that is controlling the cutoff. And we got 0 attack and 0 sustain. And now 228 on the decay. Oh, it's perfect. And release at 100. Okay. Finally, we go to the reverb and give 160 amount. 395 decay. Damping at 568. And modulation 605. Okay. And we have our bass ready. Okay. Now let's go to the second sound, which is kind of a Celesta. Okay. Nice keys. Which I have here this utility, just making it a little bit more mono than it was before, but let's leave it at that. And bring back the default patch. Okay, and first thing we're going to do is go to the first oscillator and change it to a square. Go to the pulse width modulation and raise it to 590. About there, 93 should be okay. Now go to the second oscillator. This one, raise 1 octave, and on the second oscillator, raise another octave, and change it to a square. Now change the fine tuning to 108. Oh, first I have to raise the volume. Okay, and now for the amplifier, we want the master at maximum, oscillator 1 at 439, second oscillator at 575, and pre-gain at 601. Okay. Now we go to the filter. Envelope generator 2 amount, we want it at maximum. Cut off at 848. Raise resonance to 166. Okay. Now we go to the first envelope generator, controlling the amplitude of the sound, sustain at 0, 488 on the decay, 531 on the release. Now envelope generator 2, the one controlling the cutoff, drop sustain to 0, decay at 230, release at 543. Okay, perfect. Now we go to the VCA. This is modulation for the amplitude of the sound, and we raise the keyboard to maximum. This means the higher the note, the higher the amplitude. And then we go to the velocity and raise it to 403. This means the higher the velocity, the higher the volume. Okay, perfect. Finally, we go to the reverb, raise the amount to 525. Decay at 718. Okay. Damping at 738. And modulation finally at 426. And we got our keys. Okay. Now let's go to the final sound, which is the synth organ. That sounds... Okay. I only have this equalizer here, boosting the high frequencies above 1.5 kilohertz. But for now, let's bring back the default patch. Okay. So what we're going to do is drop 1 octave on the second oscillator and detune it to 112. But first I have to bring it up. Okay, and drop the pre-gain to 648. Okay. Now we go to the filter and change it from a low pass 4-pole to a low pass 2-pole. Okay, and on envelope generator 2 amount, let's bring it to 846. 846, cut off at 196, and resonance at 160. Okay. Now on the attack, on the first envelope generator, we got 0 attack, 500 decay, sustain at 685. And that sound that you hear sometimes, it's a reverb that I have on send here. I'll show it afterwards. Now on release, we want 617. Envelope generator 2, we want 0, 685. $179 on sustain. $537 on release. Finally, we go to the reverb, amount at 259. Decay of 636. A damping of 500 and a modulation of 100. So we got everything ready, guys. Bear with me just a second while I get this ready for us to listen to. Okay, it's ready, so let's listen.
Chaka-chaka-chaka-chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan.
And this was it, guys. It was really fun to make. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to our channel. We have loads of content coming up every week, and that really means a lot to us. I will say goodbye now and tell you that I will be back next week. So, goodbye.